the UNC Trinidadian financiers, the communist Chinese, and the passport sellers. They want to own our passports, our port, and our hospital. And this means you will pay more. Higher port fees mean more expensive food and goods at the store. A privatized modern hospital means higher prices for healthcare. And our passports sold to the highest bidder puts visa-free travel at risk. The NDP recolonization plan means that we lose our country and you pay more. Stop them on the 27th of November.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Time right now, it is 9:26. We're approaching 9:27, and this is our Talk to Us segment. This is an open forum where you, the listeners, have the opportunity to call and discuss anything at all. And right away, we have a caller. Hi, Queens. Good morning.
Good morning. I see grand times. I never see any politician that much time in a studio.
Right.
And I hope whether you win or lost, I hope you won't wait another 5 days to come back in your studio.
Okay.
Listen, did you know that the studio is in South Leeward? Did you know that? Or you think it's in Queens?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, he's running for this area.
Yeah, and,
Nature was in the studio. When did Nature come in? Nature came in the studio. He doesn't have to come. He wasn't.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
Oh, good.
Because another caller say, "Well, Nature Stephen is a stone show and he don't come." And to be fair, let me be fair in this. Him, Terrence Oliver, and when Patel was running, I never heard them on any other radio station except Nice Radio. I guess they're comfortable with their base. Now, I remember Debbie Charles, leading up to the 2020 elections, she was on the Sunday program, and she said no other radio station better call her to do any interview. For the most part, the ULP politicians don't go on any other program besides WEFM and Star FM, for the most part. Camilo, James, couple others, they did go on Boom FM in 2015. But they haven't gone back there since that time.
No, Luke was on there. Luke was on there just a few months ago.
Oh?
Luke was on Boom FM a few months ago.
But remember? I said there's an exception. I said there's some exception.
But the exceptions and so forth.
I said there's an exception, one or two exceptions.
No,
Luke has been on Jomo program.
You didn't mention him.
Jomo have said he's invited all the ULP people and they're not coming to his program.
What are they going to his program for?
Has said he invited Camilo a million times and you don't want to come in his program. But the majority of ULP candidates are not going on other programs besides Star FM and WeFM. That's what I'm saying. There's an exception, one or two.
Yeah.
But if you have access to Star FM and you have access to other stations, not all of them come to WeFM either. You know what I mean? Not all of them come to WeFM either.
But more NDP candidates came over to speak on WeFM.
Yeah.
Like Chevron came there.
Well,
the lady in East St. George came there. The guy from West St. George came there.
Yeah, most
the guy from Central Leeward came there.
So let's go back to your original thing. Why are you upset about Grenville coming on?
I don't think he's upset though. He's just making a point.
No, listen. You have to understand Queens, you know. When Queens,
the guy from John from South Central.
Queens in his snigger and laughter. Grenville will just come on 5 times.
Unless I'm misinterpreting, Queens, were you being cynical about something, or you're making an observation?
Yeah, so more NDP candidates have come on your program, WeFM, and Jomo and Kingsley, more than ULP candidates had gone on Boom FM and Hot 97. So the majority of ULP people, candidates, are comfortable talking to their base.
I can tell you also. I can tell you something. But
you can't doubt me. That the facts show that.
No, you're right. But guess what? In terms of Candyman, CN Marshall, maybe if you consider other individuals like Weeks and so forth, I don't know his affiliation, but they basically have been on Boom as well. Some of them, and we calls in on this program as well sometimes. And guess what?
You talking about
in terms of a ULP message, as a party message, and Laverne has called in to this radio station once.
Yeah, I actually don't understand. Yeah, but
anyway, let me get up. You know what I'm talking.
I don't really know what you're talking about. I don't know what message you're trying to bring.
All right, I'm not sure if I'm losing something. I think he was just making an observation.
I think it's a silly observation.
But Doc.
Why is this a silly observation?
Doc, you're raising your voice at me. Hold on.
Oh gosh, no. Listen.
Hold on. I was trying to make a point.
I'm not misogynistic at all. I think I've raised my voice. Let me apologize.
Yeah, because I was going to try to make a point, right? There is a.
From last week when you were raising your voice on me, I didn't comment on that.
Okay, well, I apologize if I raised my voice at you, probably because I was trying to get a message across, right? True. All right, let's keep it on a level. I think the point that Queens was making is that there are several candidates who feel more comfortable speaking to their selected audiences, right? Which is kind of unfortunate because what they also need to realize is that the listen audience of, let's say, of a WEFM may not necessarily be a listen audience of a nice FM, all right? So to me, when it comes to political candidates, once that opportunity is extended to you, try to make the best use of all platforms as much as possible, because there are different audiences who listen to several of these programs religiously, or several of these stations religiously.
Roleza,
yes, Doc?
It's not the station, it's the host. It's not the station, it's the host. There are going to be some hosts who are hostile. They don't allow you to express your point. And they basically, I remember being on a station once, and I was part of their group. And you got a call, yeah?
Yeah, we have a call. All right, you and I could take that up after.
Sure.
All right, Kojo, morning. Hi, Kojo. Kojo.
Hello.
Hi, morning. We hearing you now.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. Queen, leave my name on. Please.
Kojo, why you yeah.
No.
I'm going to say you sound a little distant.
Oh, I don't know why.
Okay.
Let me put it in. If Queen had listened to me, I didn't just mention my father alone. I mentioned myself too. So, Queen is not just my father alone was victimized. I, of course, he was victimized. And I said that. So, don't. Going back to live comments. If you follow live, and you listen to the Nisha done last night, I don't know how much you listen to it. It's the same theme, same song voice you're getting, that the NDP don't really care for their own. Because she said she was left out in the cold when she be questioning Friday about certain things. Producing the COVID, because she told them that the government and the NDP had the same principle, same philosophy about being vaccinated. But they took the side of the people who decided not to for political reasons. And to me, that is bad. Because if you know something is good for the country, you should stick to it regardless of what. Whether you're going to lose the election or whether you're going to win, stick to your guns. She said that they fly by night. They change their position as soon as somebody hits them with something. They change. And again back to Mr. Queen. When you're listening to the budget on the night radio, as soon as government ministers stand up to speak, they shut them down. What's the fair and balance about that? You should let the general public hear the budget speech from opposition, government, and everybody. But when opposition speaking, nice way to play. When the government speaking, they shut it down, they go to music. So don't tell me that, oh, they should go for nice radio, because nice radio don't really welcome them. Where are you going for?
Okay.
I mean, people have to understand this is election and people say things. But as I say, if you have not won election, shut him out about hiring people and all them kind of things. You just nail in carton, put a nail in your carton, when you go around talking about you and fire people. Because if I'm working for the government and I hear that and I want to vote for NDP and or ULP, I have to question myself. If I vote and they find out that I vote for one side, whoever win, I might be in trouble. You can't be going wrong with them kind of thing.
Okay.
You know? Kojo, let me ask something.
Yeah.
You know they have on, I think it's BBC Hard Talk, remember Saka? And he used to put people through grillings. And many people suffered politically after going on with him, whereas others were able to show, boy, I stood up to Saka. The point is that the host, if the host is hostile, don't think you are going to get some nice questions. You are going to get pillaged. And they are going to have some questions lined up, whether even personal questions thrown in between, or just ordinary questions that could be embarrassing and so forth. Now, you could say, be a man and stick up to those questions. But if you had a more friendly audience where you felt more comfortable, you would choose that. The average person would choose that.
But then what about what about in cases where we talk about speaking to, you're singing to the choir, you're already singing to the converted. Why would you in today's
world, we now have social media. You could express your views on social media and it would reach very, very far. So whether you're on
you don't think that you need to capitalize on more than one?
I'll tell you something, taking a chance.
More than one avenues?
Taking a chance and going on to boom with Fuji. They ain't gonna go on with Fuji. You understand? Nobody's gonna go on with Fuji. You understand? I'm telling you, I shouldn't say that, but nobody's gonna go on with Fuji. Because he is going to try, they think he's gonna try something. You know? Whereas many of them have gone in.
Right.
PM goes.
Give me just 1 second. Kojo, could you all right.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Right.
Yeah, they was invited to come on. If you don't have many times, you never showed up. So you only could invite if the person in shop, they in shop. So I mean, if please know that invitation was sent out to talking people. You can't just go walk in people's studio and say you come for interview. I really think you don't have to invite the person who come into
Well, we can invite, but persons could also express the interest. And I mean, it didn't happen in this election cycle, but Friday was actually on the program last year as well. We invited both him and the PM, on separate occasions.
Listen, Kojo, Jomo Thomas is an NDP supporter now. Do you think any ULP people in any credibility will go on to his show? They will not go on to his show.
But why you say with credibility? Luke was on the program, so be careful with how you say it.
Okay, Luke went on to Jomo Thomas's program.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, that's fine. But in terms of other individuals, they're not going to go on. They're just not going to go on. He's going to get limited responses.
All right, Kojo, we're going to have to ask you because other persons are trying to get in your hair.
Okay, I'm finished.
Okay.
Asking to stick around too.
Yeah. All right, blame Doc. Yes, we blame Doc for everything this morning. Jeff, morning.
Good morning. Doc and his angels. How are you guys? How you guys doing on this Monday morning?
We good. Even better Thursday.
Yes,
Or Friday, actually.
indeed.
No. She
All
said
right.
Thursday.
Friday.
But she meant Thursday, but she meant Friday. Something in that, you know. Something in that. Let me read into that. So sorry.
I cannot wait. Cannot wait for Thursday. Cannot wait. All right, I cannot wait. But I was taken back with Compton this morning about the threatening of his position, and this is something that I've been hearing for the longest while, all the time with NDP, because I think the leader from Central Kingston have made several of those things where they get in power, what.
He said so.
But so I made observation this morning. You know what you were saying about Venus Fredericks. And I watched it yesterday because I was out on Saturday. I watched it. And she made some valid point about voting, etc., about how to vote, etc. But also, did you observe the way that she was leaning to the Prime Minister? Was that called for?
Maybe it passed over my head because I didn't. But are you gonna make me want to go? No. It's not. This is not. It's not deliberate amnesia. It probably wasn't something that stood out to me. Did I look at it as regular pecan? I don't know. I what exactly was it?
She laid into him.
You could say it as a norm.
How old he look? He look his belly. He lose weight in his belly, but his face he look old and he this and that.
Oh, when she compared him to Chieftain, yes, I remember that part.
It wasn't really called for on a platform, man. You're dealing with the young people and you're doing this and that. And when
you keep hearing them throwing talks about the NDP candidates being old, isn't it the same thing that we're hearing?
It's the same thing we're hearing, but
when you call the Prime Minister an old fool. When you call the Prime Minister an old fool.
Well, nobody agrees with that being said, so yeah.
Wait a second. Listen, you hear what you just said?
But I hope that Compton uses platform on Tuesday to put it out there that nobody should be voting for NDP because this is what we're going to lose. Even people who are NDP today, and like they say, they don't know who vote for who, a lot of NDP who have good job, they're going to lose it too because they got to find job for their people. So people, Vincentian, you all be aware. It's coming out right all the time what they're going to do when they get there. And for him to come and threaten Compton like that and the young lady who got assistant, it is crazy. Like I say, before, once them kind of come on NDP, they all go down in the dirt. I said that about Dr. Shallow. When he first came on, I said this man is an educated man, and I hope he does not go down to the gutter. He did the same thing every time he got on the platform. He does the same thing. Here comes Shaka again. Same thing. It's like somebody said they sign on to the foolish list or whatever they call it. But Camden Park people, this is Jeffrey Doyle. You all know me. You all know my grandmother, I'm a skatey. Go out hard and vote for Granville. Granville is the man who have laid the plan out. Nature could walk to the studio and he refused to come. And this is the man you want to continue, who do not want to represent you on the radio. Camden Park people, listen to Jeffrey Doyle. I'm working hard on Granville behalf.
All right. So
and that is my push. It's going to be all week once you take me on the radio.
So there's a lot of endorsements this morning. All right.
Nice endorsement.
All right, Jeff.
All right.
All right. We take one final.
There's
a lot of endorsements this morning. All right.
But we know who this is. We could tell who this is. 2 minutes of a preamble.
Hi, good morning. Hello?
It's not who you think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning to everyone. 2 weeks ago, I told you that they will close the airspace. The airspace will close. Roleza, hey, what's going on? Don't enjoy this politics thing. Mr. Thompson will tell you, don't get involved. I don't get involved.
You do it?
I grew up. No, I don't get involved.
Yes,
I do not get involved.
Yes.
I do not vote either. I never voted, brother.
Are you in Barbados?
I was wrong, your father. I attended ULP rallies with your father.
And you're my brother. You're my brother. You're my brother.
Good. Well, okay. So let me make the point now, right?
Yeah.
All right. The airspace in Venezuela is now closed. Correct?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
Okay.
I don't keep up with these things.
They're trying to limit certain flights coming in.
Roleza, I forget before I call. I forget to send you the NOTAM. NOTAM is notice to airmen. Venezuela airspace. All the flights they have to clear out because they warned the pilots already. No pilot don't like that. So what I'm really saying to you in a nutshell, the United States of America under Donald Trump is going to institute regime change. They are going to hit Venezuela, but they're not going to put bombs into Caracas. It will start on the side. The British intelligence showed you last week what and how they're going to attack Venezuela. In the next 72 hours, Roleza, I'm going to beg you, please, and get down on my knees, watch what is going to happen. And they release the things in the night. You see where this thing with files is concerned? Roleza, the United States of America have a plane that when it fly over St. Vincent, your email, your dirty pictures, and everything gone with it. But they ain't going to throw it out so. No, they ain't going to do that. But what I'm saying is that plane could read everything. So whenever they're ready to deal with Venezuela, they are going to close. Well, the airspace is already closed. So he's getting the message, either run or they're gonna come in for you. So here is the plan. Trinidad, Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Mia, they want you gone too. Have a good day.
All righty. Thank you, caller.
The airspace is not closed. Yes, and certain international airlines have been told not to fly into Venezuela. Airspace is not closed.
I will Google it when I reach home. Y'all sending me to do homework.
And guess what? Airspace is closed by a country. So unless Venezuela say their airspace is closed, it's not closed. We here could close our door. ECHA could close it, but basically nobody else. England can't go and tell us we've closed your airspace. You understand? Canada can't go and tell St. Vincent we've closed your airspace. You know what I mean? The airspace can't be closed by a foreign power. They could only dictate to the certain airlines that originate from their own countries and so forth. So he's incorrect in that regard.
All righty. All right, so we are over time. We are going to head on to this segment. Doc, I could see you inching up, but whatever it is you had to say, we would say to the sign out. All right, that's fine?
Sure, man. I've said all I need to say today. Yes, and I'm coming back on Wednesday night to talk a little bit about health and so forth, but more I said as I did last week on the political nature, but that's what I'm gonna look at.
Okay. All righty. So we are heading on out of this segment.